Now I just made a quick video on the rest of the plumbing underneath the floor. Showed all kinds of stuff on the plumbing. So if you haven't watched that, make sure you watch it. It's on my playlist area for this entire how to build a house. But now this particular video, we're going to be talking about the air conditioning a little bit more, because I can see they've made some connections here now. Okay, and they've also see that's a vent for the dryer, because it's next to a gas pipe. Okay, and they put it on a hard pipe, a 3-inch hard pipe, and then it's come down. It's come down and extended, and they connected it onto a 4-inch pipe. I'm not sure why they did that. They must have done that to get better airflow through there. Reduced or made it bigger to a 4-inch instead of 3-inch. Could they have run a 3-inch all the way out? I don't know. I don't know if they could have or not. But see, they extended it through here. They cut that out, and he's capped it off. And then after everything gets done, he'll put an exhaust. He'll put his finished grill on there with the flapper and stuff. And I was looking on here, and I was a little bummed, because I thought they hadn't come here yet, because they haven't hooked these up. Remember, I thought they were going to hook them up. Well, look what they've done. They've extended the duct out, and then they put the elbow on. You see there? And they capped it off. And they've done that to all the registers. Now, the only thing I can think of why they would have done that is because it's been raining, and obviously if they had that hooked up to here, and if it rained, the water would come down here, it would fill up his elbow and all that kind of stuff. And I guess they didn't want to do that. They could have put something in here and then duct taped it off or something if they wanted to, but they decided not to. But see, over here, I thought this was kind of funny. They've got a little duct there, and see, here's their supply, and they've actually hooked it on there, and they've actually put tape on the end of it. You can't really see it, but they put tape over that. And then they also did it to that other one. See, it's just hanging over there. And I don't know if they didn't know where it was going to fit into the wall, or if they still had to get some more metal hangers to put it on, and they just left it there and thought, we'll cut it in after the fact, after they put the plywood down on the floor. Let's just do that. We'll get our inspection. So see, they've done that on all of them. See, you can see the elbow there, and it's covered up. Same thing here. See how they've done that? Now, since they did that, see, this whole elbow is still metal. It's still metal right there, right? Are they going to wrap that with insulation after they put that up underneath? I have no idea. I'm guessing they might not, but they probably should, and hopefully they will, because I doubt. You really think the inspector's going to get down here and shimmy down here after they get the floor on and make sure they've got this attached properly and make sure they've got insulation wrap around there properly and all that kind of stuff? I kind of doubt it. But hey, he might. But anyways, I'm trying to talk and show you this fast because it's getting pretty dark here. But I think this video is going to show up okay. See, they got the same thing here. They've wrapped all that in case it rains, I guess. See how they've just capped it off, see? But they've run it, and they'll hook that up later. Now see, this one here, they ran out of time. They haven't done it yet. Here's the elbow still. It hasn't been connected on there. They've finished running the ductwork over there. Same thing here. They still have to hook that up. There's the elbow down there. But at least they've got the ducting pipes run, and I see there's another duct right in there that has not been hooked up yet. And maybe maybe they ran shy of parts, and so they probably made a material list, getting them coming out next time here. See, we can see this. Here's the reducer that fits on here. Here's their elbow. Here's the piece that they'll have to cut it shorter. But for now, they'll probably cut that, is my guess, before they put the elbow on, because see, that fits on to that. And you don't want to kink your pipes up and all that. See, here's this one. We'll go there. There's the elbow for it. Okay, so it looks like they're going pretty good here. See, and I'm gonna walk out here on the wall. There's that one. See how they've strapped that up with that black webbing tape. Okay, and then they put a screw in there. One screw and the webbing tape, and that's it. No washer, no nothing. That's gonna hold. Well, I guess it will. Okay, here's where they had a duct Y there, and then they've put that insulation, wrapped it around there. That, I'm not sure exactly where that goes. It goes over there somewhere for something, but I don't see an outlet, floor outlet. Maybe they ran short and they've got to extend it, and that's why they haven't done it yet. See, and you see how they did this one here. This Y here, it comes out for a smaller pipe, and it goes over this way, and then it zips back over here. Well, see how tight they have it right here? See how they've kind of squished the duct right there with their tie strap. It's 6" here, but they've pushed it and crimped it all the way to about 4 inches, and then it's about 6 inches again. Okay, if I was them, I would loosen that up and redo that. And I don't know if is the inspector gonna catch them on that. I have no idea. I just don't know. There's the elbow for that one. See, here's one here, and they don't have the register yet. And maybe those two are going to be in the floor in the bathrooms. There's going to be a cabinet there, and that might come up through the cabinet, the base of the cabinet, underneath it, and then come out the side of the toe kick. I've seen that before. We've got those. Kind of a pain for the air conditioning guy to mess with it, so they're going to have to reduce those and do all that, but they'll do that after the plywood floor gets installed. Do you see what I mean? And so anyways, see here, they've got the actual Y, and the ducts go over there. Same type of thing. See how nicely strapped up they are. Okay, and this zips out around over that way. See, all the air is coming this way, and then it has to take a sharp 90. Well, not that sharp, and then go that way. I guess that's okay. I would have put that Y back a little bit further so that it didn't have to go. It's going further this way before it goes that way. It could have came out right in there, and then zipped across that way. Do you see what I mean? And then they wouldn't have had all this extra air that it's going to take to make these work, without losing any of your air pressure. Okay, so here's their main trunk line coming out here, and there's only one there, huh? Here's this one. Here's this one. To go all the way over to there, you see what they had to do? They had to go all the way from there and then across, because that's where the crawl space is between here, because down here it's concrete. It's a concrete stem wall, and see, they couldn't come off of here and then just zipped it across over to there because that concrete was there. Now they could have, yeah, see, and they couldn't have come through there and across because there's concrete down there. That's something. So you're losing a little bit of your air flow because you have to go all the way over here, across, and back to get to that one register. You see what I mean? But that they didn't have any choice. So when they were building this concrete stem wall that was underneath here, for some reason, in some areas they've got beams, in other areas they've got concrete. under here. They could have put the crawl space right here and then zipped off of here, boom, instead of whoomp, whoomp, whoomp. You see what I mean? But hey, it is what it is. He's got it hooked up, and here's his other one going through here. Now see, look at this right here. He's got the duct up high, and then it's come down, and he's got a nice big old kink in it right there. I don't know if you can see that. I can see it. Right in there. There's a kink because it's hitting the bottom of the beam. And now you're going to lose a little bit of your air. And I noticed in a couple other spots was like that. This one he had to get it under there. He's got a slight pooch on that one, but that's okay. See, he was up high, then he had to come down. He had to do certain things because see, the plumber got his stuff in first before the air conditioner guy. And maybe that's the way the plumber wanted him, so that the plumber could get his stuff in, then the air conditioning guy could rearrange his ducts to go around. Because see, you're up high, then you go down, and then you have to zip back up over to get over to this other register. You see? And let's see what's going on over here. I thought I saw one place where it was really kind of kinked a little bit. Now see, they've got another concrete footing down there. I don't know if you can really see that, but there's a concrete footing going across here, and then he's got his plumbing pipe going across there. Then he's got his big fat pipes that had to go under those plumbing pipes. He could either go under or over. There wasn't enough room to go over, so he had to go under. You can see how the air conditioner duct right there is pooched down, and it's pooched down right there too. So if you got a 12-inch or 14-inch pipe and it's pooched down, guess what? You got a 14 inches of air, and then you got a duct that's smashed down, and you get 9 inches going through there to get into a 14-inch pipe again. And then that pipe, I can see it zips around, and it kind of pooches over there too, because it has to go underneath. It has to go underneath a beam, and so I'm not liking that. I'm not liking that at all. But hey, is the inspector going to let it go? Will he say something? I don't know. But if I was a contractor, I would be a little concerned. But it's like, what else are you going to do? The guy had to run his plumbing pipe over there. He had it up as high as he could. Then he had to maintain his drop. You know, his 1/4 inch per foot drop. But instead of going all the way over here and having his main trunk line on this side, maybe he should have came across and had his main trunk line on that right side, like that, so it wasn't in the way of these ducts. Does that make sense? Because you've got 3 big ducts here where this plumbing pipe is right in the way. Had that plumbing pipe been going across that way, his main trunk that goes all the way down, he would have missed all those, right? There's something to think about. You really got to think when you start building something. And I don't know whose responsibility that was. You know, maybe the contractor could have been out here and talked to the air conditioning guy, talked to the plumber, and figured out, okay, where are the how are we going to get the ducts through here, as well as how are we going to get our plumbing pipes through here, maintain our fall without squishing the pipes and all that. You see? Because see, here you got it again. Here's this big duct that goes over to that unit. It's all fine, but then there's a big beam underneath here, and it's kind of smashed the duct down. You see? And so what else could have happened there? And this duct right here is smashed down too. What could they have done there? Well, they could have I don't know what they could have done. How else could they have done that? I guess they could have put a concrete stem wall or something short, and then put a beam across there, kind of like how they put a couple beams. I showed you a couple other times, Like, see that beam there? Just like that, for instance. See that beam? My light's getting a little low here. Please excuse me for that, but see how the beam is coming across? That gives you more room under there. They could have done something like that, possibly, over here. Then that would have allowed enough room for their ducts to go through there. Once you smash the ducts down, you start messing up your flow. The other thing I wanted to show you, remember they had some dampers? I showed you some little dampers before for the air conditioning units and stuff. And see, here's one right here. They've got a little sleeve here, and there's a damper in there. And it's actually going to be controlled by a little box down there, and there's a wire out of it, and then that'll hook up to the thermostat up inside the wall. And then your thermostat will read it and be able to tell if you need more air, less air, whatever. Okay, that's kind of slick, kind of like that. I don't like how they strap some of these ducts too tight. I don't like that. And they had another damper right in over there too. But see, the other thing with this damper, the only thing with that, see, that's metal right there. And usually whenever you have a metal fitting under here for your T's and your couplings and stuff like that, you're supposed to wrap that with insulation. That should have been wrapped with insulation on the outside of that metal, because that's just metal. There's no insulation on the inside of that. It's just like a metal little pipe from here to there. Do you see what I mean? That should have been wrapped with some insulation, and it wasn't. And I don't know if the inspector's going to catch it or if he's going to say anything about it, but I'm pointing it out to you so that you know the difference. See how big these pipes were? See how nice and round they are? No pooching down here or there. Well, that's how they should be the entire way, but they're not, because of all the things I just showed you. Okay, so I'm showing you that. I'm not really trying to pick holes per se with whoever's doing this, as rather I'm showing you certain things of what not to do. You know what I mean? And one more thing I was going to show you before it got too dark. I saw that they had some of that strapping material. I've got some of that. See that? This cloth strapping material here, see? And this is the stuff that they used to wrap around their air conditioning registers and stuff. You know, the piping, the black pipe, or the black strapping. Okay, yeah, it's getting too dark now, but I think I've showed you just about everything under there, and I think that's all I have for this time. Okay, but I'll be back. You can't even really see me now. I'll be back with more videos, and specifically, I don't think I'm going to come out here and make any more videos until the flooring gets down. I don't think, maybe I'll catch them after they put their netting down, to hold the insulation. And I can show you that, but if not, I may have to crawl under the floor somewhere. Well, see, once they put the insulation, I can't get down there unless they figure out where their trap hole is going to be. See? So, anyways, hey, that's it for this time. It's time for me to go. Oh yeah, look at that beautiful last bit of sunset, and that tells me it's pretty much time to go home.